healthy people.
Because the 99% of Brooklyn.
Because the 99% of Brooklyn
Don't have the political clout.
don't have the political clout
That the 1% on the Upper East Side
that the 1% on the Upper East Side
have. So they don't have the health services.
so they don't have the health services.
We're here.
We're here
Because Brooklyn
because Brooklyn
has thousands of people
has thousands of people
who will be out of work
who will be out of work
if the 1%
if the 1%
close down these hospitals.
close down these hospitals.
We're here because
We're here because
a Wall Street banker
a Wall Street banker
named Stephen Berger
named Stephen Berger
is making these decisions.
is making these decisions,
Not the people of Brooklyn.
not the people of Brooklyn.
We're here because we need to draw the line.
We're here because we need to draw the line.
Because this assault on working people
Because this assault on working people
is happening here in Brooklyn.
is happening here in Brooklyn.
And we need to stand our ground here
And we need to stand our ground here
and say we need health services
and say we need health services
where they are needed.
where they are needed,
Not where they are profitable.
not where they are profitable.
We have a group of speakers
We have a group of speakers
that will help explain this situation to you.
that will help explain the situation to you,
And then we will work together
and then we will work together
to organize our resistance.
to organize our resistance.
Our first speaker
Our first speaker
is Mark Hannay
is Mark Hannay
of Metro Healthcare for All.
of Metro Healthcare for All.
Hello, my name is Mark,
Hello, my name is Mark,
and I'm a participant in healthcare for the 99%.
and I'm a participant in healthcare for the 99%.
Before we hear from a speaker
Before we hear from our speaker,
that's going to tell us exactly what's happening in Brooklyn
that's going to tell us exactly what's happening in Brooklyn
regarding hospitals,
regarding hospitals,
I want to give you a little background.
I want to give you a little background
You can understand why what's happening is happening.
so you can understand why what's happening is happening.
Much as Occupy Wall Street
Much as Occupy Wall Street
has talked about
has talked about
our whole system in America
our whole system in America
as being oriented to benefiting the 1%
as being oriented to benefiting the 1%
instead of the 99%.
instead of the 99%.
The same thing is happening to healthcare here in New York.
The same thing is happening to healthcare here in New York.
Starting about 15, 20 years ago,
starting about 15, 20 years ago,
New York began to deregulate its healthcare system.
New York began to deregulate its healthcare system.
Up until this point,
Up until this point,
we had
We
regulated
had-
rates
we had regulated rates
for hospitals.
for hospitals.
And what that meant
And what that meant
is that many hospitals
is that many hospitals
continue to operate in communities across New York City
continue to operate in communities across New York City
and not go bankrupt.
and not go bankrupt.
But that all changed in 1995.
But that all changed in